Now let us pass the signal through the single, but before passing the signal through the single, because single is a indication of the signal passing through the multiplexer. So let us check that the signal in store or in analog storage, right, is capable of changing the characteristic or not. So let us look at here. Yes, this is showing the variation because the signal is passed through the first storage, and why this is done here, because the speed can be controlled so that the resolution can be controlled, and that's why we are able to check that yes, the characteristic of the signal is varied here. But if you increase the value of volts per division, then you can be able to watch that here the signal is already converted into the digital form here. So this signal we want to hold in digital memory. That's why this must be passed through the multiplexer, means through the single, one signal at a time. So now I am pressing this one, and look at this signal here. Now we are unable to change the characteristic of the signal if I move the position of the volts per division or time per division here, right? So this signal has the fixed characteristic now whenever this passes through the multiplexer, right? Now I can hold this signal in channel 1 because I am using the channel 1 here. So this signal was applied to the channel 1. Now I am holding this signal. Yes. So the signal has been held here, and now what I am doing, I am removing the this chord of the function generator, right? And you are able to watch that the signal is already stored, right? Now my question is that if I want to store the another signal on channel 2, so what I have to do? So I have to first release this from the storage, right, and then apply the signal to the channel 2. Now we are selecting the another signal, right? So instead of using the sinusoidal, I am selecting the triangular wave here. Now I am pressing the switch for the selection of the channel 2, right? So you are able to observe here that we have the triangular wave on the screen. Now I want to convert this in a 2D form, and then want to hold this or store this on channel 2. So that's why what I am doing, again I am passing this through the store. Yes, so you are able to watch here that the signal is available after the storage. So shall we check the characteristic of this, whether this signal is variable or not? Yes, and the signal has been converted into the digital form here, depending on the sampling frequency, that how many samples are set inside the digital storage oscilloscope. So yes, you are able to watch that here signal has been converted as per the Nyquist criteria, and the number of samples you can count here. Those may be 125 kilo per second, or 500 kilo per second, etc. So now this signal, after passing through the storage, now pass through the single, that is multiplexer. So now you can check here that this signal is fixed here, right? And what we can do here, we cannot change its characteristic now. So that's why before holding the signal in the digital memory, let us provide the proper characteristic of the signal, so that the signal can be visible by the one channel, or if you put this in the dual mode, so both the signals can be visible on the screen without overlapping. So that's why first of all I have controlled the characteristic, means amplitude and the frequency of the signal. Then I will pass through the multiplexer, that is the representation of the signal. Okay, now this signal I am holding to channel 2 by pressing the switch hold. So if you look at the channel 1, that what was stored earlier. So let us check the channel 1. Yes, earlier we stored the sinusoidal waveform with the help of the hold 1 in channel 1 memory. Now if I press this channel 2, so I can find that yes, the signal that was stored in channel 2 using the hold 2 was a triangular wave. Now if I remove this function generator card. So still the waveform is available, but that is not of the interest. We want to find out that yes, the both the stored signals are available or not. So that's why if we press the dual, yes, both the signals can be available on the CRO screen. This time we have the DSO, so DSO screen. Now the question is that why there is a need of the storage of these waveforms? Because the DSO holds the two signals, store the two signals using the slow A to D converters. So these two signals from the channel 1 or channel 2 can be connected to the different circuits where the requirement of the sinusoidal, triangular or any type of waveform is required, right? And if I remove the store switch, right, if I release the waveform from the store, so I have the ordinary CRO, so DSO can be converted in the ordinary mode, right? So now if I apply the signal to the channel 1, right, so we can use any of the waveform for the study, like the this RAM type of signal or square wave signal or TTL output or the sinusoidal or the square wave again, right? So any signal can be observed here and can be analyzed here. So this time the DSO is working in the ordinary mode, but that doesn't mean that the previously stored signals have been removed. Those signals are available. So that's why what I'm doing here, when I again press the stored switch, right, I can find the stored waveform using the hold that is available here, right? If I press the dual, so I can also find out the stored signal of the channel 2 using the hold 2. So this experiment can be used here for the analysis as well as storage for the processing, and definitely the DSO can be used for different purposes like the analysis, storage, etc. So hope that you have obtained so many things about this experiment. Now this was the old DSO. We have the new DSO is also available here, and that has the same functions, right? So if you look at this DSO, only two channels are available in the old type of the DSO, but we have the new DSO that has its 4 channels are available. That means 4 waveforms can be analyzed, can be stored, and can be processed can be connected to the 4 different circuits, right, and can be used for the ordinary CRO also, right? So you have this input waveform is given here to the this Rigol DS1054 DSO, which has 4 channels. And what we can do here, that this is a sinusoidal waveform is given here. If I want to pass the signal through the single, so what I can do here, I can check that whether the signal can be stored, passed or displayed, etc, etc. So in new DSO I am pressing the signal switch denoted by the display, right? So you can find here that there is an indication of the dots has come, right? So when I press these dots here, right, so this can also be converted into the vector or in the form of the dots, right? So you can find here that definitely the signal has been converted into the A to D form. Now it depends on you that if you want to store the signal, so you have so many facilities are available here in this new DSO, right? So by default you can switch press the switch here, or can store in the disk, as well as you can download the PNG format or another formats here, right? So many facilities are available in the new DSO, and hope that whenever you want to make the measurement or want to process the signal or want to store the signal in A to D form, you can use new DSO as well as the old DSO. And hope that you got so many things today. So thank you so much for your attention.